evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Today we will discuss one most important question. So all of you open your textbooks, theorem 1.5, 1.3. All of you open theorem 1.3. Read the statement. Read the statement. Theorem 1.3 statement. Read anyone.
Let P be a prime number. If P divides A square, then P divides A, where A is positive integer.
Here, P be a prime number. Here, P is any prime number. If P divides A square, then P divides A, where A is a positive integer. Say any prime number. Any prime number. Prime number. Say anyone.
5.
5.
2, ma'am.
5 or 2. Okay. So here 5 is one prime number, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
5 is prime number. If 5 divides A square, 5 divides A square. Here, what is our P? P is our 5. Given statement is, if P be any prime number, P divides A square, then P divides A also. It means here let our prime number is 5. 5 divides A square. A is any integer. 5 divides A square. It means 5 is exact divisible by A square. So 5 is the factor of A square. Is it correct?
Ma'am.
5 is the factor of one factor of A square, correct? Then 5 divides A also. 5 divides A also. It means 5 is the one factor of which one? 5 is the factor of
A.
A.
A. 5 is a factor of A also. All of you remember this statement? Proof is not required. Okay? Only statement is important. Like 5 is our prime number. 5 divides A square. It means 5 is the one factor of A square. Then 5 is the one factor of A also. Do you understand? Only statement is important.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you open exercise 1.3. Nitinar, ma'am, it can be 10. What?
Ma'am, A can be 10. Okay, you can try that.
You can take any
Suppose,
number, any
example
integer
you can take.
Any example.
Any positive integer.
A is any integer. A you take 10. 10 divided by 10 square means 10 square is
100.
exact divisible by 5.
100.
100 exact divisible by 5. So what is the answer? 20, correct?
20.
Here 5 is one factor of 100, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Next,
Yes, ma'am.
5 divides 10 also, correct? Then 5 divides 10 also. So 5 is the one factor of 10.
10.
That's all.
So 5 is the one factor of 100 as well as 5 is the one factor of 10 also. Means if A square is divided by some prime number, then A also will be divided by same prime number. Correct or not wrong? So but that must be a positive integer. Correct? So that you have to remember. A must be a what?
Integer.
A must be a positive integer. That is you have to remember. Means it will be become what? 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Positive integer means. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what the theorem. Very, very important theorem. And one question definitely will come in every exam. This is related to this. So that is why you have to be very careful and you have to solve well.
All of you open exercise 1.3.
Exercise 1.3, all of you open.
Very, very important exercise. What is first question? Say anyone, what is first question?
Prove that root 5 is irrational.
Root 5 is
First, prove that. First,
Heading you read.
prove that. Open the question.
What is the heading, Ra?
Sir, there's no heading and all, sir. Only questions there.
Okay.
See, first question. Prove that root 5 is irrational. Okay. We already know root over any prime number is irrational number. Correct? Prove that root 5 is irrational. We already know, correct? Root 5 is irrational or not?
Yes, ma'am. Irrational.
Irrational.
irrational, ma'am.
Okay. So what is rational and what is irrational? What is rational?
Ma'am, which are in P by Q form.
P by
Q
Q
is not equal to
P
0.
by Q, correct? What is
Yes,
Where
irrational?
Q is not equal to 0.
Here Q not
Irrational
Ma'am, roots, ma'am.
is not in the form of P by Q
rational.
form.
Say some examples for rational numbers. 1 by
1 by
yeah,
Okay.
3 by 5.
3 by 5 minus 6 by 7 and so on. Okay, what is irrational?
ma'am, roots and
Can't
Ma'am,
write.
roots are never ending infinite numbers.
Okay, we can't write in the form of P by Q, correct?
by Q
Say some
form.
examples.
Yes, ma'am.
Examples.
Root 3.
Root 3, square root of any prime number, correct? Root 2, root 3, root 5. And pi is irrational or irrational?
Irrational, ma'am.
Irrational, ma'am. Irrational.
Irrational. Okay. So these are the examples for irrational numbers. Okay. See, here we want proof. Prove that square root of root 5. Sorry, root 5 is irrational. Okay. How to prove? We have to show that root 5 is irrational. So we take general example. Are you studying in CBSE or matriculation?
CBSE, ma'am.
CBSE or matriculation? CBSE, correct? We know, but I want proof. How can you say you are studying in CBSE? We want proof.
How you can prove either you are studying in CBSE or you are studying in matriculation? Tell me how you can prove. Anybody? How you can prove either by using a curriculum, by using a school bus, or by using a uniform, something, correct?
Suppose
Sir, using identity card.
For example, you see.
Identity card, sir.
What?
By using identity card.
by
Yeah,
using
identity card.
identity cards. Okay.
Or generally you see, suppose if you prove that, suppose I am a CBSE student, means in the sense of, if I will prove that I am not a matriculation student, means in the sense of automatically whom I am? Whom I am, Ra?
CBSE student.
CBSE student, correct or not? So only we have two options, CBSE or matriculation. So if I will prove that I am not a matriculation student, then I will be as a CBSE student, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So CBSE opposite. Here we have two chances, correct? CBSE, either CBSE or matriculation, correct?
Matriculation.
So let us assume we are studying. Take reverse. Reverse means contradiction. Okay. Let us assume contradiction. What is our assumption? Let us assume we are,
Ma'am, not a CBSE student, metric student.
we are studying in matriculation. Okay. So in matriculation, mathematics, maths teacher name is some X. Do you understand? In matriculation, maths teacher name is some extra. But our maths teacher name is some Y. Both are same or different? X and Y. Different names, correct? In matriculation, maths teacher name is some X, but our maths teacher name is some Y. Do you understand this one? Reverse.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Y is working only. Y is working only CBSE. So, who is our maths teacher? Y, correct? Y is working only CBSE. So, we are matriculation or CBSE students.
CBSE.
So here Y is working only CBSE. So our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? What is our assumption? What is our assumption? Say anyone.
Can you speak, Ra? What is our assumption? What we have assumed, Ra?
We are matriculation students, sir.
What?
We are studying in matriculation, not CBSE. That is our
We
assumption.
have assumed that we are studying in matriculation, but our maths teacher is Y and matriculation maths teacher is X. So our maths teacher Y is working only in CBSE. So that automatically our assumption will become what? Wrong. Correct or not?
Wrong.
So means in the sense of I am working in where? I am studying in where?
CBSE.
CBSE. That is what. See, I felt that I am studying in matriculation, but my maths teacher name is Y and he is only working in CBSE. So X cannot come to my class. So means in the sense of I am belongs to which class? CBSE or matriculation?
CBSE.
CBSE. Do you understand all of you? Padmavarshini, Pranav, Tarani Pushpa? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
The same way now they are saying that prove that root 5 is a irrational. So now make a contradiction, means opposite to that. Let us assume root 5 is a what? Proof.
Contradiction. Root 5 is, what is our assumption? Contradiction means reverse. Irrational. Reverse is what? Irrational reverse. Opposite word. Irrational. Rational. Let us.
Rational.
Yes. Let us
Everybody
assume
involved.
our assumption. Very, very important question and little bit tough. Let us assume root 5 is rational. Contradiction. Rational. What is rational numbers? What are rational numbers?
Which can be
Ma'am,
written
1
as
by
P by
5.
We can write in the form of P by Q.
P
It
by
means
Q.
root 5 equal to P by Q. Is it clear, everyone, this step? Root 5 equal to P by Q.
By Q.
Here, Q not equal to 0.
0.
Here, P and Q are the simplest form. P by Q ratio is the simplest form. What is simplest form? Simplest form meaning we can't cancel with any number, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
We can't
ma'am.
cancel with any number. It means no common factor in between P and Q. No common factor in between P and Q. Do you understand?
Ma'am.
This is the simplest form. Simplest form means we can't cancel with any number. It means no common factor in between P and Q. Is it clear?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So no common factor in between P and Q means P and Q are which numbers? P and Q are co-primes. P and Q are co-primes. Do you understand? What are co-primes?
What are
Co-primes.
co-primes, Ra?
Definition, co-primes meaning. Co-primes. They don't have common factor. Do you understand? They don't have common factor. Say some example for co-primes. Say anyone.
1/2.
1 by 2. 1 by 2. Co-primes means two numbers. P and Q. See 2 and 3 are the co-primes.
Yes, ma'am.
See two factors. What are two factors? 1 into 2, correct?
1
Three
into
factors,
2.
1 comma 3.
3 into 1.
1 is the factor of every number. Don't consider 1. See any common factor in between 2 and 3?
No, ma'am.
No.
Oh, ma'am.
2 and 3 are the co-primes. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Next. 16 comma 15. Is it co-primes or not? 16, right? 16 factors.
No, ma'am. They are not co-primes.
16. First
And
write factors. 1 into 16 and 2 into 8. 2 8. Next.
4 into 4.
16. 4 into 4.
4 into 4. Next. What are the
4 into
factors of 15?
15 into 1.
15
From
into
5 into 3. 5 into 3.
5 into 3.
See, don't consider the 1. Y means 1 is a factor of every number, correct? So what are the factors? 16, 16, 2, 4, 8. 15 factors, 15, 5, 3. Any common factor? These two numbers, any common factor? 16 is our composite number and 15 also composite numbers. But together called co-primes. Here we don't have common factor. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Say
Ma'am.
one example for co-primes.
8, 9.
8, 9. 8, 9. Good. 8. What are the factors of 8?
Others also communicate, everyone.
4 into 2.
4 into
4 into 2, 1 into 8.
1 into 8. Yes. Next 9 factors.
3 into 3.
1 into 9 and 3
Into
into
3
3.
and 1 into 9. Good. Any common factor other than 1? These two numbers. Any common factor?
No, ma'am. No common factor.
8 and 9 are the co-primes. Do you understand? Do you understand or
Ma'am.
not?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we have to prove that root 5 is irrational. So we take contradiction. Contradiction means irrational opposite is rational. So let us assume root 5 is rational number. Rational number means we can write in the form of P by Q. So root 5 equal
by
to
Q.
P by Q and denominator should not be
Not
0.
equal to.
So Q not equal to 0 and this is the simplest form. Simplest form means no common factor in between P and Q. So P and Q are the co-primes. Do you understand this one? Up to here, any doubt, ask me. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. See, root 5 equal to P by Q. Remove the root. How to remove the root? Here we want to remove the root. How to remove the root?
How you can remove the root, Ra? Anybody? Wait. Somebody is answering. How you can remove the root of any number, Ray? By doing squaring, correct?
Yeah.
Square on both sides.
Yes.
Square on both sides. You can do it.
Square on both sides. Squaring on both sides. It means root 5 whole square equal to P by Q whole square.
P by Q the whole square.
Then equation becomes square root get cancelled.
5 is equal to
5 equal to
5 is equal to
right
P
square
square divided
individually. It is p
P
square
square divided
by q
Q
square.
square.
Do you understand this step?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here p square equal to p square equal to p square equal to
5Q square.
by q square comes to
Ma'am,
this
5q square.
into, correct?
So 5q
Into
square.
q
5
square
into
equal
Q
to
square.
Equal to p square. 5q square is equal to p square.
Yes. Understand up to here? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Let this is equation 1. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Question is very, very important. Next. What about q square? Q square equal to, what is our q square? Q square equal to, from this equation, what is our q square? P square by 5. Correct? Into 5 comes to this side by 5. Do you understand this step?
Yes, ma'am.
What we have done? Here we have to prove that root 5 is irrational. Take contradiction. Contradiction means reverse. Root 5 equal to p by q. Reverse is rational. So we can write in the form of p by q. So root 5 equal to p by q, and p and q are the co-primes. Here we have to remove the square root. So squaring on both sides. So after we get 5 equal to p square by q square. Then we want p square. So equation becomes 5q square equal to p square. Let this is equation 1. Next, what is our q square? Q square equal to into 5 comes to this side by 5.
P square divided by 5.
Q square equal to p square by 5. Okay, see this. See, apply theorem 1.3. According to theorem,
What is 1.3 theorem?
according to theorem 1.3, write the statement.
Wait,
What is our statement?
Statement say all of you.
ma'am,
Statement.
the A square.
Statement. What is 1.3 statement? Say anyone. Don't write according to theorem 1.1. Okay? Statement also you can write. What is our statement? Let. Say anyone. P is.
Let P be a prime number.
P is any prime number. P is any
A
prime number.
If P divide A square, divides A square,
P divides
A square,
A square,
then P divides A,
P divides A also. Correct? Here A is any
Positive
positive integer. Any positive integer. See this, q square equal to p square by 5. Here, what is our prime number in this equation? What is our
Five.
prime number?
5, 5, 5,
Prime number.
5.
5 divides p square. According to theorem, 5 divides p square, correct? 5 divides
Yes, ma'am.
p square. Then
5 also divides what? 5 also can divide what?
Ma'am, P.
P.
divides P.
5 divides
I divide P.
5 divides
Five
p
divides P.
also. Do you understand this one? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
So 5 divides p means 5 is the one factor of p. Is it clear? 5 is the one
Yes,
factor
ma'am.
of p. So 5 is one factor of
One factor of
p. So p equal to, then p equal to, how to write? 5 into, suppose 5 is the factor of 10. How to write, Ra? 10 equal to 5 into some number, correct? 5 into something, correct? 5 into 2. We already know. 5 2s are 10. Suppose we don't know means 5 into some value, correct? Do you understand this one? So P equal to 5 into some number.
Number.
Do you understand this step? Any doubt? Till here, any doubt, ask me. 5 is a one factor of P. So P equal to 5 into some number. So that number is let M. Okay. Here M is any integer. Okay. Let M is any number. Any integer. Any positive integer. Do you understand this one?
No.
Equal to 5M. P equal to 5M.
5M.
But our equation in the form of squares, correct? See this equation, P square equal to 5Q square, Q square equal to P square by 5. Our equation in the form of square terms, correct? So squaring on both sides.
Very good.
Squaring on both sides. Any doubt, ask me. Squaring on both sides. So P square equal to 5M whole square. What is our equation? P square equal to 5M whole square. What is the answer? 5M.
25M.
5 square 25M square. 25 and M square. 25M square. Correct? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
What is our P square? What is our P square? See equation 1. All of you see equation 1. All of you see equation 1. P square equal to 5Q square.
5Q square.
So in place of P square, we can substitute 5Q square. From equation 1, in place of P square, we can substitute 5Q square
5Q square.
equal to 25M square.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So Q square equal to 25
25 by 5M square.
5. How many times?
5.
5.
Q square is equal to 5M square.
5 is so Q square equal to
5M.
5M square.
5M square. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So what about M square? M square equal to how much? M square equal to
Q square divided 5.
Q square divided by 5. Q square divided by
comes to this side, it will divide, correct? So see this equation. This is like theorem 1.3. 5 is our prime number. It divides Q square.
It divides Q square, ma'am. It divides Q square.
Here 5 is right theorem statement. Theorem 1.3. According to theorem 1.3, 5 is prime number. Here 5 is prime number. 5 divides Q square. Then 5 divides
Q.
5 divides
Q.
very good. 5 divides
Q, ma'am. Q.
also.
Q also.
And this one. It means 5 divides Q means 5 is the one factor of Q.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand or not? 5 is the one factor of Q.
Q.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So 5 is one factor of Q. We already get 5 is one factor of P, correct? See this one. 5
Yes,
is
ma'am.
one factor of P.
Factor of
And here we get 5 is one factor of Q.
Q.
Here 5 is the common factor of P and Q. Is it correct? Say, anyone.
Ma'am.
5
Ma'am.
common factor of P and Q. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, Kevin, I will give
5 is the common factor of P and
P and Q. What is our assumption? See our assumption. What is our assumption? P and Q are co-primes, correct? Our assumption is rational number, but P and Q are the co-primes. Co-primes means they don't have common factor, correct? But here we get 5 is the common factor of
Common
P
factor.
and Q.
Common factor of P and Q.
So our assumption is wrong or right?
wrong, ma'am.
Wrong, ma'am.
So
5 is a rational or irrational number.
Irrational, ma'am. Irrational.
Irrational.
Our assumption is wrong, so that 5 is the irrational number. Padmavasini, are you understand, Prasini?
our assumption,
Yes, sir.
but our assumption root 5 is rational. It means P comma Q or co-primes. But we get P and Q have common factor. It is 5. Common factor 5. So our assumption is wrong. Do you understand this one? Our assumption is wrong. So root 5 is rational or irrational? Root 5 is, what is our assumption? Our assumption is rational number. Our assumption is wrong. So reverse. Root 5 is irrational.
Irrational.
That's all. Hence proved. Do you understand this one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you say the sum from first, ma'am, again, once again?
Can I explain? Can I explain or no need?
Explain, ma'am.
Okay. Here we have to prove that root 5 is irrational. Irrational. So here we take contradiction. Contradiction means what? Contradiction means reverse. What is the reverse word for irrational?
Rational, ma'am.
So
Rational.
our assumption
Rational.
is root 5 is rational. Okay. What is rational? What is rational? Definition.
P by Q form, ma'am. P by Q form.
Q format. So root 5 equal to P by Q. Here P and Q are the simplest form. Simplest form means we can't cancel with any number. Do you understand? So P and Q have no common factor. So they are called co-primes. Do you understand this step? Root 5 equal to P by Q. Here we want to remove the root. How to remove the root? Squaring on both sides.
Squaring on both sides.
So equation becomes 5 equal to squaring on square of P by Q. It means P square and Q square. 5 equal to P square by Q square. Do you understand this one? Here we want P square. P square equal to by Q square comes to this side into Q square. 5 into Q square equal to P square. This is our equation 1.
Clear? Any doubt? Anybody ask? Communicate everyone. So like this only for every sum you have to do it. For prove it every irrational number, you have to do the same process. That is why.
Write equations for p square and q square individually. This is the p square equation. Next, q square equation you can write. Q square equal to, what is the q square?
P square by 5.
P square by 5.
Okay, here, what is our 5? 5 is our prime number.
Prime number.
So, apply the
5 is
theorem.
the prime number which divides P square.
Then 5 divides a also, correct?
P square and P.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
According to the theorem, ma'am.
according to theorem, 5 divides p also, correct? So 5 divides p means it is exact divisible. So p has one common factor, that is 5. How to write common factor? P equal to, suppose 10 equal to 5 is a common factor. So 10 equal to 5 into some number. Here p has common factor. In place of 10, here p have one common factor, that is 5. P equal to 5 into some number, any positive integer. So p equal to 5 into m. M is our any number. Do you understand? So p equal to 5 into m. See these previous equations in the form of square terms, correct? But our equation is p equal to 5m. So we want square terms. So squaring on both sides.
To make it p square, Kevin, because first equation in the form of p square, q square, correct?
So p square equal
So
to
that is why we are
5
doing
q
the
square.
squaring on both sides. Understand, Kevin?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that is.
P square equal to 5m whole square. What is our p square? From
P square is
equation
equals to
1.
what? From equation 1.
20,
P square is equals to
5q square, ma'am. 5q
Yeah,
square.
Ma'am, 5
Now
to
p
square.
square, we substitute 5q square, which is equal to 25m square. 25 cancel with 5. How many times? Into 5 comes to this side by 5. 25,
5, ma'am.
25 by 5 is 5. It is q square equal to 5m square. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So write equation for m square. M square equal to q square by 5. Into 5 comes to this side. It will become division. Q square by 5. Apply theorem 1.3 again. Okay. So 5 is our prime number. 5 divides q square. Then 5 divides q also. Do you understand? Please respond. No.
Yes, ma'am.
So 5 divides q also, means 5 is the one factor of q. We already get 5 is the one factor of